Welcome to this introductory session on criminal law. My name is Sana Pirzada, and for this session, I will only be taking you through the syllabus outline for criminal law as provided by the University of London External Programme. These are the various topics. Topic 1 is the introduction. We'll be looking at the lawyer's method. What exactly is it that the criminal law comprises of? The various sources of criminal law, study materials, as well as online materials. We'll then be looking at the building blocks of criminal liability, the general principles, the three basic elements in crime, proving the elements of the offense. We'll then focus on the actus reus, which is the act itself, so the conduct and consequences. What is it that the actus reus consists of? The circumstances, result crimes, accountability, basic guidelines, the principles governing causation, and breaking the chain of causation. Right after the actus reus, we'll be looking at the other half of what makes an action a crime, which is the mens rea, the criminal fault or the guilty knowledge, the objective fault, subjective fault, intention, recklessness, and negligence. These are the various different components of mens rea. We'll then be looking at the coincidence of actus reus and mens rea, concepts such as temporal coincidence, correspondence principle, transferred malice. We'll then be looking at specific crimes, for example, homicide or murder. We'll be looking at the common elements in criminal homicide, murder, voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. Another important offense to consider is rape. We'll be looking at the relevant statutory provisions regarding that, namely the Sexual Offences Act of 2003, conduct elements, the absence of consent, the presumptions, mens rea. We'll then look at non-fatal offences against the person, crimes against autonomy, crimes of violence, consent in offences against the person. We'll then be looking at defences and failure of proof. There are two types of defences: involuntary conduct, insanity, intoxication, crimes of basic intent, and specific intent, which are contrasted. We'll be looking at affirmative defenses, the relationship between the defenses, public and private defense, including self-defense, meaning of reasonable force, duress, necessity. We will then look at property offenses such as theft, burglary, and fraud, including criminal damage, simple criminal damage, and aggravated criminal damage. Criminal attempts, retribution or prevention, actus reus, mens rea, impossible attempts. We will then look at participation in crime, complicity, elements of accessoryship, joint enterprise liability, difference in offense or liability, withdrawal, inchoate liability. In a nutshell, these are the basic elements of criminal law. These are the main topics that we will be studying and a lot more. We will be looking at all relevant statutory provisions as well as case law, all landmark judgments. You will get a mixture of essay questions as well as case-based questions, scenario-based questions in the exam, and we will go through everything in much detail. Look forward to seeing you in the second lecture. Thank you.